무엇입니까? turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody is waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. I can feel the sun and how the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real. Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand. Sometimes we could all use a friend. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Waiting down the line.
Baby, you're my pillow, soft like dreams. 스치는 손끝마저 perfect. Now I'm pulled up. Baby, I can't look back anymore. 네 품 안에서 잠든 듯해. Hug me more. 복잡해 모든 게 시간이 필요해. 시끄럽기만 해. I just wanna lay here. 쉬운 게 하나 없지 여긴 around and round. Yeah, 그 순간 내게 다가오는 느낌. It's kind of like a surprise. 내 맘을 간지럽히네. 난 주사리진 나의 품에 안겨. 그 어떤 말도 필요 없어. No. Baby, you're my pillow, soft like dreams. 스치는 손끝마저 perfect. Now I'm pulled up. Baby, I can't look back anymore. 네 품 안에서 잠든 듯해. Hug me more.
Oh yeah, I will show you babe 바르가만 네 어디에 Don't be shy my babe 우리 서로에게 집중해 I feel like tourist 다가와줘 my sweetie When you're moving my side